Hey there, people. This is Merlin, just an old man. It's been a while since I've been on the webs. I actually went up to my mother's house. 80-year-old woman lives in the North Woods, just between the U.S. and Canada. It was great. It was lovely. There were bears. There were deer. There was a moose. But we didn't talk to him much. And then it snowed. It was great. I loved it. But I came back then after being up there for a while, and I realized I haven't chatted with you all for a little bit, so I figured I would see what's going on. And lo and behold, Mamamoo has a brand new video. Okay, it's 16 hours old. So I don't know much about Mamamoo. I know that I recognize Moon and Hwasa by face, and I know of Solar because of her role in helping Wendy out, for which we are all still very grateful. And then the other girl, Huyen, I don't know them. So, but I have listened to several things by them, and I like what they do. There's some interesting, cool stuff that they do. So I saw that they had a new video, so I figured I would look at it. What the heck, right? Just to say hi to you people. And I think they're pretty good, so I figured I would look at their stuff. Now, I literally have not seen this before. It's called Aya, A-Y-A, I believe. And this would be the first time. My very first reaction to them, although I've seen a little bit of them before, first reaction to this video, and I think we should just get started. So here we go. Sounds very Middle Eastern already. In the setting with the wicker and sort of the dome. Recognize this melody. It sounds like something else I've heard. I think it's a song by Mamamoo. Oh, sweet. Okay, hold on a second here. Okay, all right, so two things. One thing is that I think it's cool how different groups have very similar flows to them. There are certain chord progressions that are very much associated with the groups. There are certain rhythms that are associated with the groups, and this sounds like Mamamoo, okay? It sounds like a couple other songs that I recognize by them. But I stopped because this Moon is so cool. She is so just like, she's so freaking cool. I just love it. Watch what she does. Watch this. It's like she's singing, she's rapping, and it's like, so I'll just keep rapping. It's like, whatever, I know what I'm doing. That is extremely cool. Oh, sweet. And Hwasa has this like sultry image, and the two that I don't know very well. And the drops into that little flute, a little bit of bass and flute. Very unconventional. Well, I shouldn't say unconventional drop. It's a cool drop. It's a smooth drop, which is not out of character for K-pop, right? K-pop is extremely unique in the way that they arrange, but that's a cool drop. It's a very K-pop drop. Love it. Carry on. Chorus. that's interesting. So look at that, the row. You know, they always have a row, the dance line where they always do something, and it's like these guys right there. It's the guy dancers. It's not the rest of the group. Cool. Now she's rapping with the group. I love it. I hear that on several different songs that it's not a growl, but it's like a pedal tone is what I would have called it 20 years, 40 years ago. When I was a young person learning how to sing, I would call it a pedal tone, and she does that, and you see it you hear it in other tunes a lot, other songs, but it's nice to hear here. Okay. Okay, so it's very Middle Eastern, right? It's very sort of arabesque. We would call that in studying British literature. We call that arabesque. It looks like it's almost inside of a mosque or inside of a harem, but it's not really a harem. It's just that's the stereotype. Okay, and the colors that they're using. See, and this is a novel thing. Not novel. It's a idiomatic quality of K-pop. Look at Moon. She's all white. Everyone else has some level of red. And sure, there's a little bit of mixed red and white. So it's way red over here. Red with white, white with red, and then Moon is white. But it seems like there's always a person who stands out. And I guess when you look at this, the four people, it's like it does the big to small thing, right? It does that, but it gives the quality right here of Moon standing out. She's the one who stands out to me. But let's carry on. I like the colors, and all of the sort of arabesque male dancers they're dancing with. That's all. Let's carry on. See, and this is where it would be, I would really like, and maybe someday, I would really like to be able to understand the words without having to just read mostly well translated captions, okay? Because there's nothing that I perceive in the song that has any reason to cause a tear, but it's highlighted in the video, which is, you know, as just an old man watching it as an audience, okay? An important thing is, if you are producing a text, the audience that sees it is going to have an effect, whether you understand what that effect is or not. Okay, and my effect is suddenly I am stricken. I'm sort of compassionately slapped by that tear. I have no idea what they're saying, but I'm hit by the emotion. It's just, you know, that's the way a monolingual person sees K-pop. Just a ramble. Let's carry on. Very subtle choreography. It seems like the song is much more focused on the emotional aura than on the presentation of it. You know what I mean? The choreography is subtle. Yeah, she's always smiling. Okay. That's something that she does, that Moon does, okay? Here she's always like this in your face. She's a biker chick is what she is. Moon Buell is a biker chick. Okay, she is the Korean biker chick. Take that for what it's worth. She's always straight at you, and it's like, yeah, I got it. She always has that little edge on it, which I think is so cool. Okay, let's watch it now. Oh, it was already there. It's back up. Here it comes. There it was. You see the smirk? And then she shoots you. It's also an arabesque motion. The music has shifted into a dervish type. It's like double stepped, but not double timed. Cool. So at the end, it ends up doing that it's an Arabic music does that. They will be going along like this, and then all of a sudden they like double time it, but you still feel the single time underneath it. It's a very cool I don't know what you call it, technique. Let's call it a technique, okay? But yeah, this is cool. I like it. There was the growl. That's that growl I was talking about. Listen to this. Sweet. All right. So I have watched several Mamamoos, never commented on them, but they have a confident level of they present with it from this level of confidence. They're not arrogant, they're confident. And I think that's a very significant factor in Mamamoo. They are not arrogant. They are confident. And when they sing, when they present, when they dance, that shows through. It's like they have nothing to prove. And I've always thought that's cool about them. But I don't know. I'm just an old man. What do I know? So they're great. I think they're great. If you agree with me, cool. If you don't, whatever. If you do agree with me, I could use a cup of coffee. Go buy me a cup of coffee. There's a link in the description. But, Mamamoo. I like it. I'll have to watch some more of their stuff. I think. Maybe some older stuff, because their older stuff I kind of like too. All right, well, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later. Okay, rock and roll.